Welcome to the spoiler section. I love this hammer so much. Both Kratos had a spear and a shield, and he could just endlessly throw the spear, and it's a very well done one. There were several things I said I wanted Aesir boss battles. Unfortunately, didn't get that, but I also what I wanted in that video, and a lot of people have asked me, what are my thoughts on Heimdall with him? I think they did it well. They made it work. And, I think it makes sense. Game, Heimdall can read people. Characters are written in this game. How Odin, tries so hard to manipulate people, but when you actually hear him, behind this, when he tries to be a father figure to Atreus, all of that. And I was like, oh no, damn it. Wow. Mythology and really likes God of War, you could, wouldn't say no. It's probably never gonna happen, but that would be so cool. And I was like, oh, that's Celtic folklore. I mean, very close to Norse. And then when we got on, and I was like, man, this Kelpie, if this was mythically accurate, it would be trying to drown people. The Kelpies try to also, my theory on the woman who creates the Draupnir spear, the Myr woman, which is also pretty cool, an ogress who is known for stealing.
Be good kids, otherwise a monster is gonna come on Christmas and kill you.
In God of War, that was very surprising. So yeah, all of that stuff was pretty cool. You want to hear what I was talking about. So, one thing, we haven't really built Okay, I'm going to go cause a truce between the light and dark elves, and we'll bring them to Ragnarok. And I think that makes sense. They have a high regard for Freyr, as that was established. Elves show up in the final battle. Earn their respect, earn back without the dwarves. Catapults, turn around and a great moment, I thought. But we didn't whatsoever, and I was disappointed with that. Asgard. I kind of hate that stuff. It's I'm not accomplishing anything. That could have been such a cool... but I don't know, it's going to activate all the towers. He doesn't need them, but a threat to him. One of them being so... Okay, what we do is Kratos and Atreus, we turn him into the entity of, well, you guys are out doing this other stuff. Away from the woman so that he'll never again see the woman he loves. I was so ready to watch that in the long run. Where the hell was Forseti? Was investigating everything. I thought... it would have been really cool to, build him up as another rival for Atreus or something after Heimdall died, since he was investigating Heimdall's death. And then when he finds out about it, it could have been so other bosses during Ragnarok. Actually, I don't blame the game for that. I blame me for that. That's why I still gave this game a 9 out of 10, is because there is still so... I have problems with the final battle, but I love the shit out of the stuff that led up to it still. So I gave it a 9 out of 10. That's what we were building up to. One that wasn't here because in Ragnarok. So somebody made a boo-boo is all I'm saying. So yeah. Because there had been so many leading up to it, with Kratos and Brock bonding. I loved that, where he takes the spear and he says, I need a blessing from a brilliant blacksmith, and there's one standing right in front of me. It's that was wonderful. I loved that. A friend, Kratos has really grown, and I get why. He lost his brother, who he loved more than anything. And that means they're doing something right. Oh no, yeah. Oh no! Not bring him back, because that would be cheese to the afterlife. Can we do that, please? I'm so invested in that. And, well, I guess mainly just with Sindri. But I'm gonna be really bummed. I'm I want things to be okay with Sindri. Please have everything you want. Even if we do succeed in that, it's still not going to be a perfect ending. It would be so nice to continue that and fix that dynamic. I just want to fix it so bad. It hurts. See how much I care. So but this would have been a huge spoiler. I couldn't mention this in the previous review. Then there's impact when you find the real Tyr. It had no impact. It go to Sindri's house after that. It had to show up, I feel. He could have been dead there and nothing would have been different. Literally, nothing would have been different. It didn't. There's also some funny things about the game where it's like, in like the teeny little you can't go to certain areas because there's something stupid in the way. Like, oh, Kratos, you can't go over there. There's a rock. The stupidest part is snow on them. There's snow on those stairs. You can't walk up those stairs. So that could have been a big issue. It was just a moment where I looked at the game and went, really? It's snow. 1 foot of... That's a single foot of snow. It's so silly. Where Atreus says, but Dad, you couldn't beat Thor before. How are you going to beat him later? He says, Atreus, I didn't beat him before because you weren't with me. It's like, aw. Man, a lot of great stuff. And yeah, after you defeat all of the Berserkers, sword, which is really cool. And I'm like, we don't just get cold, too hard on his son Kratos. Boy, there is one hidden Valkyrie boss in this game. That was a tough one, but you know what's amazing? I actually beat her on the second try, but I think it's because when I went to try the second time, I had the Skofnung sword. That was very helpful. All I have to say about this game